Hey Primary 6 Math Prodigies, this is Coach Saiful with your daily dose of math mastery. And how are you today? How was the question yesterday? We had a ball of a time with that question, that marbles question, putting them into boxes and into bags. And if you don't get it, I want you to watch it until you do. Because I have a good feeling this question is going to come out in PSLE and you're going to score and you're going to ace it. You're going to get an A for it, okay? So, the next thing that I want to go into is actually speed, because that's what you've been telling me you've been studying in school. So let me ask you, what is speed? Speed basically is how fast someone is moving, how fast a car is moving, how fast the orbit is going, how fast is a star moving, how fast is Superman, how fast is the Flash. Obviously, the Flash is much faster than Superman if you don't know. Anyways, this can also be denoted or can be written in the form of kilometers per or divided by hour. Why do we call it divided by? Because as you remember, I told you before, for example, something that looks a bit like this, 3/4 can also be written as 3/4. So with that, you can already tell what is the formula for speed. It's kilometer, also known as what? Distance, okay, divided by, because it says slash here, hour is what? Time. So the formula for speed is actually equals to distance divided by time. Very, very simple, right? It's actually in your face, the formula. So if you forget, just remember kilometers per hour, and then you remember it's actually distance divided by time. Okay, so let's look at this formula called speed equals to distance over time. This is your key to any question of speed, revolving speed, okay? You can use this formula to find the speed, to find the distance, to find the time given if given that you actually are given two of the equations. For example, you're given the speed and you're given the time, you can find out the distance, okay? So let me give you, let me not confuse it a bit. Let me not confuse you here. Okay, this thing I want you to also know is that this equation can actually also be written as S over 1 equals to D over T, okay? So why is this true? Because, for example, if you were to write 4 divided by 1, you will get what? It's 4. If you write 5 divided by 1, what do you get? It's 5. If you write 1024, I don't know why that number came to my mind, but 1024 divided by 1 equals to what? 1024. So S divided by 1 is also the same as what? S. So I can actually change this to S over 1 equals to D over T. But why do I want to do that? Let me just show you why I want to do that, okay? For example, now we have the speed, and I mean the equation is S over 1 equals to D over T, okay? Now, given that, let's say, I am going at 10 kilometers per hour, I'm just going to follow this equation on top here. Okay, I want you to find out what is the distance from my place. I'm riding a bicycle now. From my place to, let's say, to Parkway Parade. Okay, and I took 1 hour. Okay, that's not true, but I took 1 hour. So you put the time as hour as 1. Okay, and what happens is you can find the distance. Okay, distance divided by 1 equals to D. Okay, so 10 divided by 1 equals to 10. So 10 equals to D. In other words, distance equals to 10 kilometers, which is not true. I live very near to Parkway Parade. But anyways, let's give you another example. Okay. For example, S over 1 again equals to D over T. Okay. What I want to do is, I want to tell you that the time that I took, the distance that I was going was, let's say, 20 kilometers. Okay. And my speed was, let's say, 100 kilometers per hour. So what do I do now? Oh no, now my T is here. How do I make T the subject of the equation? Remember, when something is like this, when you bring it over on the other side of the equation, it becomes a times. Because right now it's divided by T. When you bring it over, it becomes times T. But what you can also do is, you can interchange these numbers because they are across. Can you interchange these numbers? No, you can't. You cannot do that. But you can transfer numbers that are across one over the other. Okay? So in this case, you can just write it as T over 1 equals to 20 over 100. You simplify it and you get 1 over 5. 1 over 5 hours, which is equals to what? What's 60 divided by 5? 12. So you get 12 minutes. And that is the answer for how long it took. T over 1 also equals to what? Just now I told you T. So it doesn't matter. So 12 minutes. And you can just interchange anything and find the answer with this simple equation. Okay? So that's what speed is all about. So another aspect of speed is, for example, how do I convert 45 kilometers per hour to, let's say, meters per second? Okay? Meters per second. Very easy. First off, you need to understand a few things. You need to know what 1 kilometer is. Oops, sorry, different color. You need to know what 1 kilometer is in terms of meters. That means how many meters make up 1 kilometer. Remember, the keyword here is K. Kilo also means 1,000. For example, kilogram, that means 1,000 grams. Kilometers means 1,000 meters. So in this case, 1 kilometer equals to what? 1,000 meters. Very easy. Good job. The other thing is, you need to understand how many seconds are in an hour. So 1 hour equals to how many minutes? 60 minutes. In 60 minutes, how many seconds are there? 60 seconds per minute. So that means you put 60 minutes times 60 seconds and you get 3,600 seconds. Good job. So in this case, if you want to change 45 kilometers per hour, 2 meters to second, what must you do? You must, okay, I'm going to do this step by step. I'm going to redo the whole thing again. I'm going to show you. If you want to change 45 kilometers per hour to meters per second, I would suggest that you do it line by line. Remember, this week's code is line by line. The answer is mine. All you have to do is do it step by step. So how do you change kilometers to meters? You times 1,000. So 45 times 1,000 gives you what? 1,000, right? So 45,000. 1, 2, 3. And you write behind meter per hour. Has it changed to meter per second yet? No, it hasn't. So we take it step by step. 45,000 meters. We copy this, okay? And how do you make it look into minutes first? Don't put it into seconds. We put it into minutes first. Okay, I want you to divide it by what? 60. Good job. So you get meters per minute. Oops, minute. So you take out your calculator. You will find out that 45000 divided by 60 gives you what? 750. So you get yourself 750 meters per minute. But is that correct? No, it's not yet meters per second. So what must you do? You must take 750 divided by 60 seconds. And then you will get meter per second. And once you get that, you divide by 60. You will find that your answer is actually what? 12.5 meters per second. And that's how you convert step by step. Never ever ever skip these steps, or else you might just get it wrong because you don't know. You don't see it clearly. Math is all about what? It's all about structure. It's all about how clear your working are. Okay, and that's how you can get the answer. All right. So with that little knowledge that I've given you in speed, very fast one, I'm gonna ask you the question of the day. And the question of the day is, it's taken from the PSLE, as in the standard math PSLE examination format, the new one. Okay. It says a motorist. I know you're looking at it. You're like, oh no, it's so long. Remember, line by line, the answer is mine. Step 1: a motorist traveled from town A to town B. Okay, stop. Imagine town A is Singapore, town B is Johor Bahru, for example. Okay, now step 2: he traveled at an average speed of 70 kilometers for 2/7 of his journey. So imagine, you draw a number line. Okay, you draw a timeline. You draw a distance or whatever you want to draw, a model, whatever. Divide it into 7 parts. He traveled the first 2 in 70 kilometers per hour. Then he traveled half and blah blah blah. Just keep reading it step by step. I promise you, if you read it step by step, you do it step by step, you don't jump things, you will get this answer right. And remember, this is taken from the PSLE. So you expect this kind of questions to come out for the PSLE. Alright? So with that, I'm gonna leave you with again the quote of the week, which is line by line, the answer is mine. Line by line, the answer is mine. Step by step, line by line, the answer is mine. With a high five, you are a math prodigy. Good job.